we are going to be looking at how to follow up using the dream script, how to close people down, how to get as many of your people as possible to get started in the business. We'll be looking at that this morning. We've done this a couple of times, but it is important we do it again, right? Because when you know how to follow up people after the presentation, you are on a sure footing to building your business, right? And I was watching a training yesterday that made me think it. Yes, I think I should go through this again one more time, because what we are doing there, a lady was doing it too. And that was the only thing she did that helped her take her business to the next level, right? And just a small portion of what we're doing, just that activity took her business to the next level. Because one thing we need to understand is that a simple change in mindset is enough. Simple change in mindset is enough to take us to catapult our business to great heights. Just a simple change in mindset, right? The activity might not change, but just a very simple change in mindset takes our business to the next level. And that is why we are here today. So I welcome all of you to this cell meeting of champions. I want to start by urging you, if you have team members who are not attending the cell meeting, you're not helping yourself. As much as possible, get all your team members into the cell meeting, right? I want us to try and put our best to put in 500 people in this meeting tomorrow. What that means is this: if each one of us here, yes, this number is going to climb, but if each one of us here in this meeting now brings in 5 people only into the cell meeting tomorrow morning, your business moves to the next level. And you can do it. Each one of us can do it. 5 people into the cell meeting takes your business to the next level. So what we are doing here is big. For those of you who are consistent, you are developing yourself step by step every day, inch by inch. You develop yourself every day. And at the end of 12 months, when you look at yourself, you won't recognize yourself 12 months before that day, because you would have transformed yourself to someone formidable. And that's the power of what we have in this business. So the cell meeting is something that is designed to help you create professionals in your team. So if your members are not attending the cell meeting, you are not creating professionals in your team. The cell meeting allows you to have people who are full-timers, who are going to commune together and build the business together. There will be peer pressure among them. You're able to sell projects to them, and you're able to build your team effectively. So the cell meeting is something you don't need to play with, right? I strongly believe that if you decide to build your cell meeting attendance, you decide to build your business completely. And each one of you there can achieve that, right? So this morning we're going to be looking at how to closing techniques, right? Closing techniques for beginners. And we're going to see how you can, as a beginner, what can you do? What can you say? You see, you're not helpless as a beginner, right? Yes, we know that we do most of the talking for you, and your uplines are there to do third-party calls for you, but you are not helpless as a beginner, because there are certain things that you can do. There are certain variables that you can throw into the business. And when you throw this variable into your business moves to the next level, right? Now, as a beginner, what do you need to do? How do you close people up? How do you get to close down your people to join your business? Now, one of the first things we need to understand is this: for you to close anybody up, that person must have been invited into the presentation. So we have a system of activities in our team called the SMO checklist, the standard method of operation checklist, that is designed to put the people into the meetings. When they get into the meeting, they go through the presentation. That is when the closing begins to happen. But if you have nobody in the presentation, you have nobody to close. It's as simple as that. If nobody is seeing it, nobody is going to close. So I want all of us to realize that, and I want all of us to begin to take ownership of our business. Take ownership of our business. When you don't take ownership of your business, you leave your business to chance. And the moment you leave your business to chance, you are running a failed or flawed business. So take ownership of your business. That is very, very important. Now, if you want to run your business and win, you have to start by partaking in the invitation. And you see, I want to tell you something. The secret to growing your business, the secret to success in this business is not just in invitation. The secret is in massive Massive invitation. All out massive action. All out massive action. That is the secret. You recruit a lot of people, you work with them to recruit a lot of people, and for what's happening, you have a large team of people doing the activity. And that's how you can begin to build your business. You can build your business when you play the game of numbers. When you invite people so much, that the numbers just begin to turn out in your favor. That is how you build your business. But when you want to build your business and you are counting the number of people you're inviting, I invited 3 this week, I invited 2 next week, you can't have a business. Right now, we're talking about the event coming up on Saturday in Abuja, the mega Abuja event launch. And there are just a handful of people who are making invitations into that event. So many of you are doing absolutely nothing about it. Some of you tell yourself, I don't have anybody in Abuja, so I cannot invite. You see, your brain, you don't let it think. You don't let the brain work for you. You don't let the brain redeem you. You don't want to partake in your own rescue. Even those in Abuja look at themselves and say, I don't know everybody, I don't know anybody. Because of that, you can't build. We have people who are not in Abuja, right, who have invited over 50 people into the event coming up on Saturday. They're not in Abuja yet, but they've invited a lot of people into the event. But you in Abuja is doing nothing about it. You can't build. You can't build big. You see, one of the things I need people to understand is this. You see, whether you do your business or not, the business will continue to grow. The business will continue to grow. Because the people that will grow the business will naturally come into the business. But you see, when you don't do the business, the only person that suffers is you. Because your business doesn't grow. And some people can say, yes, I'm tired of the business, it's difficult, let me abandon it. But you have not abandoned that job that has kept you broke for the last 10, 15, 20 years. You've not. It's okay for that job to keep you broke. But for this business, no, it's not okay. The moment you have a little challenge, you abandon it and walk away. So I want to advise everybody, if you are not in the game of invitation, let me rephrase that. If you are not in the game of massive invitation, you are not in business. So it all starts from the invitation. So invite people into our meetings. Let's show them the presentation. And when you show them the presentation, the next thing that you need to ask yourself, the next question that you need to ask yourself are those questions that will take your business to the next level, right? So how do you close your prospects after a presentation? If you are new here, I want you to pay attention. If you have been here and you have not been paying attention to what I am talking about, pay attention and see what we are doing here, right? Give me a second. So how do you close after a presentation? We have said this over and over again. We've shown you this system over and over again. But just like I keep telling you, there is no overdose, right, in running the business. No, none at all. So I want you to look at the following steps, because these things are things that will help you to succeed in the business, right? Now, this script is designed to enable new partners follow up their prospects immediately after a presentation. The dream script is tied around the dream script. It's designed to sell your dreams to your prospects as a way of getting them signed up. This positions you as someone who is not yet successful, but still achieves a lot by reducing the incidences of objections you may face as a new distributor. Because as a new distributor, people are asking you, show me your result. How much have you made in the business? Show me this, show me that. And you begin to lie. You want to begin to lie, right? No, you don't. So I'm going to show you how you can position yourself to speak to these people who are joining, who have attended the presentation, so that they'll not ask you questions that will reduce you, which of course some of them will still ask no matter what, but then it will get many of them to stop on their tracks, right? Now, how do we do this? What do we do here? Most people will not sign up into this business. This is a fact with this business and every other business. Do not sabotage yourself, right? Even if you are selling long life and prosperity, there are people who will not buy from you, no matter how hard you try. So don't expect the whole world to come, to invite the whole world and expect everybody to sign up. Majority of people you talk to in this business will not sign up. I need to understand, right? Because it's very, very important. I want you to answer a question, right? who can tell me here, when you tell somebody to join your business, right? When you tell somebody to join you in this business, what are you actually telling the person? Can somebody please answer that in the chat room? When you tell somebody, sign up into my business, what is it that you're actually telling the person to do? What are you telling the person to do? I believe the chat room is enabled. I am not seeing a single response. I said, when it is not good money we are looking for. Okay, you are offering the person value. No. You are telling the person to grab life-changing opportunity. No. Thank you very much, Yetunde Awobayikun. Right? You may be telling the person to start his own business, but it's not me. When you tell somebody to sign up into this business, you are actually telling the person to start a business. And that is not what people take lightly. You want this man to start a business. You're telling him, start a company of your own. Start a business of your own. And you expect that person to say, oh, no problem. I am so happy. I'm going to start a business of my own. 5 minutes before that time, that person had been an employee for the last 20 years. He had no clue about what a business is all about. And all of a sudden, you want him to start a business, and to start a business now. We need to know what you're asking people to do. Because when you understand it, you will be patient. Our business is a game of patience. You will be very, very patient with these people. Many of you who want people to sign up now into your business, took you 2 months to sign up. It took you 10 exposures to sign up. It took you a very long time to sign up. And you came into this business after delaying for 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, and then suddenly you sent somebody to a presentation, and the person did not sign up immediately, and you got angry. And you started feeling bad. Hey, I spoke to my friend, and they refused to join the business. What kind of thing is this? Blah, blah, blah. You forgot it took you 6 months. It took you 6 months to sign up. And you want this person to sign up in 2 minutes. We need to understand it. We need to understand the concept. We need to understand that people are going to do what you did. Right? So you don't need to sabotage yourself. It is a fact in our business that people will not sign up. Right? Many of you are very good at you go into ShopRite, you stroll ShopRite down, right? And you don't buy anything. So how do you expect people who come into your business not to window shop? Many of our prospects are window shopping. They come, they look at the presentation, and they walk away. They are window shopping. They've not really seen what they're looking for. You need to give them the value that they are looking for. When they get that value, then they will step in and bring out their money. So you only need 2 active people in your business, right? One on your left business portfolio, one on your right business portfolio. Only 2 active business people to build a successful business, to do over 8 million naira in our business. Only 2. This business has all it takes to change it for you. For every match, everybody that comes into your business, you earn 7,000 naira. When one comes on the left, one comes on the right, 7,000 naira. All you need to do to raise 70K is to have 7 people on the left, 7 people on the right, and 70K is in your account. And you must not be the one to do the 70K. To do the people, all those people. Somebody you sign up can do something. And before you know what's happening, money is entering your account. Yet, people don't see. You don't see. Because you want everything to be done for you. You want to create a business without lifting a finger. Last time I checked, that is not how businesses are created. So when somebody comes into your presentation, what do? Right? Now, one thing we need to remember is this. All the leaders, we've said it over and again. Every leader should run a question and answer session on Zoom immediately after the presentation. The question and answer session is a 30-minute session that holds immediately after the presentation. Now, I want to instruct all those into who handle the presentation during the course of the presentation to keep informing people during close down, to keep informing people that we will have a question and answer session at the end. So we're going to start running it consistently at the end of every presentation. We're going to do a 30-minute question and answer session. So those who want to have their questions answered can sit back and we can take their questions at the end of the presentation. But every leader needs to understand that. Even if it doesn't hold, you need to set up a question and answer session on Zoom for your people. Let's take their questions immediately. We cannot take the questions during the presentation. There are tactical reasons why we can't take questions during a presentation, right? Because some people are coming to that presentation not because they want to sign up, but because they just want to throw spanner into whatever it is you are doing. We've seen that happen so many times. People will just come there, somebody comes into a presentation, he has never attended one training, he has never made one call we asked him to make, he has never done anything, and he will just come there when people want to pay and ask a question. I signed up into this business 20 years ago, and up to today, I have not made 1 naira. And he won't tell you that when he was invited to come make his calls, he never showed up. He won't tell you that he has never attended a training. He won't tell you that he has never done anything we've asked him to do. And all of a sudden, he's telling the whole world that he has been there for 20 years and he has not made the kobo. How do you think that is going to sound in the ears of somebody who wishes to pay and start his business immediately and start seriously for that matter? They will hold back, right? So because of people like this, we don't take questions during presentations, whether it's a physical presentation or a Zoom meeting. After we have selected those that are going to join us in the mastermind slot after payment, then we can take questions from people who have questions. And guess what? In 95% of the cases, people who ask questions don't pay. Statistics are shown across all the groups. In 95% of the cases, people who are asking the questions inside the hall don't pay. Those who end up paying are probably those who ask their questions much later. Okay, you want to ask later on the next day or something like that, you want to ask more questions to get themselves started, then they can. But for those who are saying, I want to ask this inside the hall, many of them end up not paying. So we don't sabotage our business. We understand the mentality that drives the business. To some people, this might not be a very good idea, but this is a paying idea, right? Now, these sessions are anchored by the team leaders. If the question of the prospect are not being answered, then the fault rests squarely on the leaders of the group. That's why twice every week we run question and answer session in general. We take the frequently asked questions and then we allow people to ask us their questions and we answer their questions. Right? So we do this. Now, that session should start 5 minutes at the end of a presentation. So when we are doing the presentation through our business Zoom meeting, we end the meeting, but we don't end the Zoom meeting, and we give you 5 minutes. So we play a song for 5 minutes for people to recoup, for people to call their prospects and tell their prospects to get them back into the presentation or to come and have their questions answered. And then we start the presentation, the question and answer session immediately, right? Now, every connector, you who has signed up into this business is a connector, right? Every connector should call their prospects immediately after the presentation. This cannot be overemphasized. This will enable you to begin an effective follow-up process. What you have to do when you call them is to ask them 3 basic questions. So you call them 3 questions, you call them 3 questions, right? Now, these are the things you need to do. Number 1, to effective follow-up, you must have attended the presentation in full. You must also learn to ask great committing questions. So if your prospect has not attended the full presentation, what are you following up on? How do you follow up on your prospect? You invited him to a presentation, he entered the presentation, Zoom threw him out because of network, and then he tells you, attended the presentation and nobody signed up. I've attended the presentation. So you have to be sure, you have to be clear. Did you attend the presentation in full? If you attended the presentation in full, then you can now continue the follow-up process, right? So how does it work? Now, with these questions, you can ascertain their level of involvement and know how to channel your prospect in the follow-up funnel, right? That is very important because when you cannot ascertain their level, when you want to, if they have not attended the presentation in full, then they are not fully involved yet. So we need to be sure that they have attended a full meeting. So we can now know how to channel them up into our follow-up funnel. And for you to do that, you need to have your diary at hand because these are the tools you need to work. We're going to come to that later on, right? Now, the core questions to ask after a presentation. Core questions you need to ask after a presentation. Number 1, did you attend the presentation? Very important. Did you attend? because you want to follow up on somebody who attended. You don't want to follow up on somebody who did not attend the presentation. Number 2, did you stay till the end of the presentation? Did you stay till the end of the presentation? And number 3, did you grab a mastermind slot? Right? Did you grab a mastermind slot? So these are the 3 questions, the core questions that you need to ask, right? So if you must learn how to ask these questions. Now, there are other things that we do in the process of following people up that you learn as you become a professional in network marketing. But for now, you need to understand these basic ones and use them. So let's look at question number 1. Did you attend the presentation? Did you attend the presentation? If the prospect did not attend the presentation, what you need to do is to reschedule him for another presentation. This time around, ensure you make it very important and get a commitment from him to attend the presentation or watch a presentation video. Never attempt to explain the business to him as an alternative to having him watch the presentation. Because you see, for so many people, when you invite people into your presentation, you don't make it important enough for them to attend. So your words matter. You don't press them to attend. You don't make them understand that this is something of very high value and you don't want to lose it. So because of that, you make your presentation, your invitation open-ended. You don't use the script. We have the success manual. And for those of you who have not digested the success manual, you're not helping yourself. Right? So you need to get them to make commitments to attend the presentation, and never attempt to explain the business to your prospect as an alternative to having him watch the presentation. So if you say he has not attended, it's okay, you know what, let me explain. Never attempt to do that. We don't doubt your competence, but it is not duplicating. Instead of you doing that, send him to our YouTube video. Let him go to YouTube and watch the video. Find a way for him to use it, for him to watch through a tool, for him to attend through a tool, either use through Zoom or send him a video to watch. But if you want to force conviction down his throat by saying, okay, come, let me show you. As you are showing him, he's looking at your shoe, he's looking at your shirt, he's looking at your wristwatch, he's looking at everything about you, and guess what? He's not going to sign up. Why? Because he's not seeing something that impresses him. So what is the activity you do? You reschedule him using the rescheduling scripts. So you reschedule him for another presentation, reschedule him for another Zoom meeting, you reschedule him for another to watch the video again, right, on YouTube. So when somebody did not attend the presentation, the activity you need to do with him is to reschedule him for another presentation. Very simple. Question number 2. Did you stay till the end of the presentation? If the prospect did not stay to the end of the presentation, never ask, why didn't you stay to the end? Because, of course, it's a very irrelevant question. Because he did not stay, he did not stay. This is very unnecessary, as you are diverting the mind of your prospect towards the negatives, right? So simply ask him the following. Don't start asking him, did you stay? I mean, why did you attend? He will not tell you how he broke his leg yesterday and you have nothing else to say, right? Mr. Prospect, I would like to send you a very short video that explains things to you clearly. Would you like me to send it to you on WhatsApp, or would you prefer I send you a YouTube link to the video? Now you can, if you look down there, you will see I didn't say, Mr. Prospect, would you like me to send you another video to watch to show you the position or not? I didn't say that. Because he didn't stay to the end, I said, would you like me to send it? I would like to send you a short video that explains everything to you clearly. Would you like me to send it to you on WhatsApp, or would you prefer I send you a YouTube link to the video? So you can see I gave him a concept of choice, but in both choices, I want to send in a video. So I'm asking him, am I sending it to you on WhatsApp, or am I sending it to you on YouTube? So which one do you prefer? Because I am assuming the sale. I am assuming he is going to take the offer. I'm not asking him if he wants the offer. I am giving him one of 2 choices. So he has to pick the lesser one, whichever one works well for him. Right? So let that be very, very clear. So did you stay to the end? If the prospect did not stay to the end of the presentation, never ask him why he didn't stay to the end of the presentation. Because it's an unnecessary question. You're simply taking him towards probing the negative side of his mind, right? All you need to do is, Mr. Prospect, I would like to send you a very short video that explains everything to you clearly. Would you like me to send it to you on WhatsApp, or would you prefer I send you the YouTube link to the video? Very simple. If he agrees to watch the video, right, get a commitment to him as to when you will have watched it for sure, so you can call him back to discuss with him. You get the commitment. So you can tell him, Mr. Prospect, you know what? I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time, right? I will send you this link, but I need to get commitment from you that you will definitely watch this thing. So when would you have watched this for sure? So I can send you the link. If he refuses to give you a time that he would have watched the video, or he's not interested in the business for whatever reason, then you drop the dream script on him, right? Because obviously he has seen the presentation, he has seen the business to an extent, but didn't stay to the end. So you can still drop the dream script on him, right? The dream script enables you to close down your prospects by simply selling your dreams, goals, and destination to them. That is the power of it. So you see, when you use the dream script, you sell your vision, your goals, your destination. You sell it to your prospect, and when you do that, the person begins to have this sense of loss. That if I don't join this person now, something can happen, right? In the future, I will be the one to lose. So it's going to really make many of them consider wanting to join the business. So you need to use that script, right? They sort of feel left out as they tend to remember the success stories they had during the presentation, and they have this odd feeling of losing out if they don't key in, right? So that is the what they feel. Now, third question, did you grab a mastermind slot? Now, we have enhanced the definition of a mastermind slot, right? And that enhanced definition is something that will make somebody really want to run this business, right? Now, if they attended the presentation, follow to the end, and grab the mastermind slot, then you know your job is essentially done. All you need to do now is to plug a fellow into the mastermind mentorship class for the week, then the sell meetings. You also activate the person through the IPO and the QSG, and they essentially begin to run their business. If, on the other hand, the person did not take the mastermind slot, toe the following line. Now, I'm going to post out this training on YouTube once I'm done, right? I'll post that on YouTube, provide this one or an earlier one I did on YouTube, so you can get your hands on it and go through it and learn. I want to encourage those of you who are not using my YouTube link, my YouTube channel. Go to that YouTube channel and you'll find resources. Those resources there are things that will help you grow. Lots of people from many other teams are using the YouTube link like crazy and creating success for themselves. All you need to do is to type my name, Kelechi Anodere, on YouTube, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then begin to use the tools. Take the trainings, use those trainings, and the kind of structure and business you're going to grow is going to be very, very formidable. Trust me, it can help you succeed. So did you grab the mastermind slot? If the other hand, the person did not grab the mastermind slot, toe the following line. This is what you do. Very simple. I picked this one from Mark Morris, and it's a very powerful line. Mr. Prospect, do you want to do this business? Because we know if the man doesn't want to do the business, we're wasting our time, right? Mr. Prospect, do you want to do this business? If the guy says yes, if he says no, he doesn't want to do the business, then basically you don't have anything to say, right? You cannot convince him to come and do a business he's not interested in doing. They say a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion. So what you need to do is just put him into the follow-up funnel. Put him in the follow-up funnel, provide him more information, provide him more data from time to time. And if he becomes more interested or more open-minded, then you can get him to see a presentation again and get to close him down again. But practically, essentially, that is a done deal. He doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. Pressure tactics does not work. But most times they'll tell you, yes, they want to do the business. Really, something is holding it back, right? You proceed. Mr. Prospect, do you really want to do this business? Or is your reason for not grabbing the mastermind slot a polite way of saying you are not interested? Now, when you go to more advanced closing techniques we use, we specify the reason, right? We tell you, or is your saying I don't have money? Is your saying I don't have time? Is your saying I want to speak to my spouse a polite way of saying you're not interested? No, that's how we do it in more advanced ways, right? Because we go specifically and treat that problem. But for this, for the new person coming in, he doesn't know how to start handling those kind of objections. When the man is saying I don't have money, I don't have time, I'm not interested, or blah, blah, blah. So we need to generalize it. Mr. Prospect, do you really want to do this business, or is your reason for not grabbing the mastermind slot a polite way of saying you are not interested, right? For whatever he says really does not matter, right? What you need to do in this case, as you follow him up, what you need to do is as follows. Mr. Prospect, kindly allow me to share my thoughts and feelings with you for just 3 minutes. It may not make much sense to you, but at least I would have gotten it off my chest. Now, because this basically is what you tell somebody you know. These are what this follow-up method is for somebody you know, for a warm market, right? Because the dream script is for somebody you are familiar with. So, Mr. John, or you call him by whatever name you call him, allow me to share my thoughts and feelings with you for just 3 minutes. It may not make much sense to you, but at least I would have gotten it off my chest. Can you give me just 3 minutes? Now, you have requested for his 3 minutes, right? If you start talking and he starts talking, you say, Mr. John, I requested for 3 minutes. Just give me 3 minutes. I think I am worth 3 minutes of your time. I am worth 3 minutes of your time. Can you just give me only 3 minutes? Let me just get it off my chest. Then we can continue our talk, right? And he allows you to talk. What do? You hit him with the dream script. You hit him with the dream script. If need be, you hit him with the urgency script, right? And you close him down by using the following line. What is the way forward towards getting you started right away? What is the way forward towards getting you started right away? So right after doing the dream script, right after doing the urgency script, what you need to do is go and close him down. Use the close down line. What is the way forward? That's a very powerful line. What is the way forward, or what are the next steps? Those 5 words are 5 words I've preached in over 3 years now in this business. And those 5 words have taken away from you the fear of asking the man to bring his money. Because for so many people, when they've done the meeting, they've seen the meeting, they're asking the man, and so what else? The man has seen the meeting, they're expecting the man to tell them, okay, take my money, go, I want to sign up. No. The man doesn't want to pay. But he wants you to prompt, he wants you to ask him the right way. And because you don't know what to do, you are there saying, okay, did you like the presentation? The man says, yes, I love the presentation. You say, wow, that's good, that's great. That's great. Wow. I love that place. That man was driving that car. Very nice car, right? You might say, yes, very nice car. Yes, very nice car. Yes. Wow. Awesome. I like that. Wow. Because you know that with one person on the left, one person on the right, you start making 4,800 naira. You can make up to like 6,000 naira you can make up to 100 and this. You can do this, you can do that, and you begin to oversell. You start overselling. You start talking too much. You start giving more information that is not necessary. At that point in time, the man is ready to sign up, and you are still overselling, and you sell your way out of the sale. You oversell your way out because you don't know how to get him to bring out his money. So what do? Right? What is the way forward towards getting you started? What are the next steps towards getting you started? Very simple lines, right? So it doesn't really matter if the prospect tells you yes or no at any point in the conversation, right? Provided they did not grab the mastermind slots, they are essentially going to be bombarded with the dream script, right? So once you are speaking to this man, if he did not grab the mastermind slot, it really doesn't matter at what point, right? Provided he didn't grab the mastermind slot, the dream script is his portion. Are you with me? The dream script is his portion. So what is that dream script? What do we say in the dream script, right? Now, I'm going to give you the dream close down script. It's very simple. We've posted it across the groups multiple times. And I want to urge all leaders, post this script across all the chat groups now, right? Post the dream script across all the chat groups and post the urgency script across all the chat groups now. Very simple. This is the dream script. In the dream script, you are selling yourself, putting yourself at a position of disadvantage because you are new, right? You are new. The worst mistake you can make in network marketing is that you join this business as a new person and you are positioning yourself as a successful person. You're positioning yourself as a financially free person. You're positioning yourself as somebody who knows the business, yet you just signed up. That's why many people don't succeed. because they come in and say, come, I'll show you how to make $1 million. This, I will do it, I will do that. And the man you're talking to knows that he gave you 5K 2 days ago. He knows where you live. He's seen the alignment in your shoe, of course. He's seen that you need the money more than him. And you're saying all these things, and he's looking at you and he's saying, why is this guy saying this? Because you see, you're not being truthful, right? So instead of trying to prove to be who you are not, why not leverage on who you are? Why not leverage on who you are? Anyone can use this script. It doesn't matter whether your salary is 10,000 naira or $1 million naira. Anybody can use the dream script, because the dream script positions you as somebody who is not yet successful in this business. You could be successful in other aspects of life, but not in this business. Very important, right? So how do you use the dream script? Now, before I say that, another thing I want to let you know is this. Another mistake people make when they try to recruit people into their business is to use their position of authority to lord it over the prospects they are talking to. So because you are the manager of an NGO, you feel your salary is about 600,000 naira a month, you're making good money, you're talking to somebody who is earning 70,000 naira a month, and you want to make that person feel low, right? You tell the person something like, so you can see, for me, I'm doing the business. If I'm doing this business, you should be doing the business too, right? I mean, I make 600,000 a month. I have 200 people working under me. I drive a Ferrari. I do this, I do that, and I humble myself to do this business. You should do the business. And another big mistake: they shouldn't do it because you are doing it. That you're making $1 billion naira does not matter in any way. Are you with me? If you cannot humble yourself and bring yourself down to their level and sell the dream to them at their level, they will not buy into you. They will not know you. They won't like you. They won't trust you. They will see you as a scam. So for people who are successful, and you're talking to somebody not as successful as yourself, you need to bring yourself down to their level to sell the dream to them. Because you must sell the dream to them. So what is the dream script? Very simple. It goes like this. Don't conclude based on my level in this business that I may not be able to assist you in a big way. Don't conclude. Don't draw that conclusion. Remember, you asked him to give you 3 minutes initially. So this is your 3 minutes. Take the 3 minutes and use it. If he's interrupting you, request for your 3 minutes back. Mr. John, I only asked you to give me only 3 minutes of your life. Only 3 minutes. Let me just talk. At the end of 3 minutes, you can tell me whatever it is you want to tell me, right? Can I get just the 3 minutes uninterrupted from you? He said, yes, okay, go ahead, you speak. Don't conclude based on my level in this business today that I may not be able to assist you in a big way. Don't conclude that since I don't have the result to such levels as expected of you in this business, I may not be able to help you. I may not help you to succeed in this business. Don't conclude I may not be the right person to answer your questions in this business because of my seemingly lack of success. My seeming lack of success in the business. You must understand that there are people who walk into the La Buena Vida broke and with absolutely no hope for the future, but today are top earners in this business. There are people in this group who could not pay their bills, but today are financially free. There are people who never dreamt of to own a car. They could own a car in their lifetime, but today they are driving amazing machines in just under a year of running this business. Mr. Prospect, I have heard stories of tons of people who became millionaires in this business from very humble background. There are also people who saw this business in 2016 when it was launched, but refused to sign up for whatever reason they had. Up till this moment, they are still living the mediocre lifestyle they lived years ago. Meanwhile, those who joined the business around the time they saw this business and took it seriously have moved to the next level in their finances. Mr. Prospect, I may not be the financially free person you wish I am as I speak to you now, but I am under the mentorship of the best in the business. I am being mentored by the most amazing masterminds of the La Buena Vida. And I look forward to the next 12 months with so much anticipation and joy as I begin to live the La Buena Vida experience. I am going to the top of this business no matter what. This business has all it takes to give me the good life I dream about. And just like all those sharp people before me who were smart enough to make a decision to join this business immediately and took advantage of the mastermind support system of sign up first, get supported first. I have signed up into the system, and I'm currently working under the mentorship of these amazing masterminds to achieve my dreams over the next 12 months. Mr. Prospect, I am going to the top of this business no matter what. Whether you're with me in this or not, I am going to the top. I have decided to show you and all my friends this amazing platform, so tomorrow you don't say I never showed you. Mr. Prospect, I would be successful in this business without you, but I would rather want to be successful in this business with you. Why don't you join me and let's build this most amazing business together over the next 12 months. This is the dream script. Now, gentlemen and ladies, when you x-ray the dream scripts, you could see at the beginning. Now, what we did at the beginning was to tell them, put ourselves, let him know that we are not experts, right? I'm not an expert. I'm not out there yet, right? Now, this stops him from asking me, show me how much you have made. It stopped him from asking me how many people have signed up into your team. It stopped him from asking me all those personal questions that can shoot my business in, shoot me down, shoot me in the leg, right? Then, after saying that, I now told him about stories, right? Summary of stories. People who have come into the system, who have benefited from the system. That was it. Tell him about people who today are financially free. I told him about people who drive their own cars, people who have become millionaires. I also told him about people who refused to sign up when they saw it. And he has refused to sign up currently. And he's in their shoes right now. He's in the shoes of these people who I talked to, who saw this business in 2016, right? I wasn't the one that spoke to them, but they are existing and they are still living a mediocre lifestyle. Don't be afraid of using those terms, mediocre lifestyle. You're not saying he is living a mediocre lifestyle, right? If he's living a mediocre lifestyle, it's for him to use that and eat himself up. That's not for you, right? You see, in sales, you choose your language. When you choose your language and place them in the right positions, you get to create success for yourself. You don't just use plain English because you can speak plain English, right? That's mediocre. Jim Rohn said that the English dictionary contains over 50,000 words. How many of them do you command, right? So when you pick your words, you need to be, you don't be, according to Jim Rohn, he said, don't be casual in language. Don't be casual in language. Be intentional in the words you use in the business. Our business is you must be intentional when you use your words in this business, as if you are trying to use your language to woo a lady to you. For the guys, you know what to do. When you are speaking to a lady, you know you're not casual. You know you're not just, I don't know if that's how it happens these days, but right? But in those days, I know you're not casual with language. I know you need to twist the word. You need to use the right words, especially when you are broke. Because when you are broke, it's only your mouth that is talking. Your pocket is not talking. But when you're successful, your mouth is talking. Your mouth does not even need to talk. Your pocket does all the talking for you. Same in this business. When you have the result, your business does your result does the talking for you. But when you don't have the result, you must pay attention to the language. So don't be casual in your language. Don't. That's why we don't tell you it is network marketing. Come and sign up. It's M Global. That is what an average mediocre out there will say. But we will not say that because we are not casual with our language, right? So you can see that every word in this script is picked. These things are arranged in such sequence as to help you sell yourself, right? So after doing that, we now went forward and we sold the mastermind slot. We sold the mastermind slot. How do we sell it? We said, Mr. Prospect, I may not be the financially free person you wish I am as I speak to you right now, but I am under the mentorship of the best in the industry. So I am positioning those masterminds up there, that slot up there. And he heard of them, he heard about it when we talked about the mastermind slot. I'm being mentored by the most amazing masterminds, right? I saw the masterminds of the La Buena Vida, and I also saw the La Buena Vida. And I look forward to the next 12 months, meaning I see myself successful in 12 months' time. There's a time frame. It's not an open-ended thing, right? So I look forward to the next 12 months. I'm not just looking forward to the next 12 months. I look forward to the next 12 months with joy and anticipation. It means I'm excited as I gradually, right? Gradually is there. The word gradually is there because I don't expect to just jump into it, boom. I intend it to be a phase-wise accomplishment. It will take some time as I gradually begin to live the La Buena Vida experience. What the experience is, he might not even know, right? So do you want him to know what the experience is? Send him that video as part of the follow-up process. Send him that video we use for invitation. I am giving it a new conclusion. The one we will now use to send to people, we use it for everyday invitation, and you can send it to somebody. And it's called experience video, right? As I begin to live the La Buena Vida experience, I am going to the top of this business no matter what. What does that do? It probes him. Okay, it really means that I am, whether I am there or not, he's going to go to the top. And the guy feels it really intimidating, right? This business has all it takes to give me the good life that I dream about. And just like all those sharp people before me who were smart enough, so you are telling him, those who are before you were smart and sharp, right? To make the decision to join immediately. Now he's thinking, okay, so me that didn't make the decision to join immediately is not smart. You didn't tell him he's not smart, but he's the one telling himself that, right? And take advantage of mastermind support system of sign up first, get supported first. We've described what the mastermind support looks like to him. I have signed up into the system, and I'm currently working under the mentorship of these amazing masterminds to achieve my dreams over the next 12 months. It's a prospect. I'm going to the top no matter what. Whether you're with me or not, I'm going all the way to the top. I have decided to show you and all my friends this amazing portal now, so tomorrow you won't say I did not show you. Believe me, my friends keep telling me that. Why did you force us? Why did you do this? How will I do it? When you are not listening to me, will I come and force you? No. So you always conclude by closing. Why don't you join us? Let's build this business together over the next 12 months. Why don't you start right away? Why don't you start right away? If you say I don't have the money to start now, what is the way forward towards getting you started right away? What are the next steps towards getting you started in this business right away? When you know how to use the dream scripts, when you practice this script over and over again, when you practice this over and over again, you are going to begin to build a very formidable business. Don't be afraid to do this. For those of you who are starting at the beginning, who are starting afresh, who are new in the business, don't be afraid to use the dream script. Study it, study it, study it, study it very, very well. And you will see how powerful a system you are going to build, right? Thank you very much. God bless you all.